Everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of the CreditRepairShop.com. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Transunion skip tracing service to help companies such as debt collectors find people and to collect on liens. It says it right here. Let's just look right here. It says find likely locations, telephones, assets, liens, bankruptcies, fraud history, and much more on individuals and businesses. So check this out. What they're promising with this skip tracing software through TransUnion is they're going to improve the right party contact rate, which is very important because if they send third party information, send information pertaining to an individual to a third party, that is a violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and that can get them into a lot of trouble. So what they want to do is they want to try to minimize. They want to minimize contacting the wrong individual. A lot of people don't even know that debt collectors are not even allowed to call you without sending that information first in the mail. Next thing is the speed of collection. They want to, tell debt collectors, hey, if you use our service, we're going to help you collect faster because we're getting you all the information about people. Verify individuals and authenticate businesses in seconds. This is if they're going after business owners, they want to find some of those assets so they can try to say, hey, you own this and we're going to take it away from you if you don't pay this debt. Conduct background checks. When they're conducting a background check, really all they're doing is trying to find more information to collect on that debt. Locate hard to find persons. Look at that. Locate hard to find persons. If they're trying to find, especially for repossession of a vehicle, or they're trying to find an individual for debt. I can give you an example. There was a business client who had a franchise. And because that franchise went out of business, he owed hundreds of thousands of dollars to this franchise. And I won't mention that franchise's name. But what he had to do was basically go underground for a number of years because they had put judgments against him. He couldn't even own a home in his name for years because of that, because of the judgments that he had against that franchise, or the judgments the franchise had against him. So what they would do is they would try to find him all these different places. Where is he living? What is he doing for a job? Any assets that he had. He couldn't have anything in his name because as soon as he had it, they would, start an action to try to take that asset or money away from him. The next is examine relationships for deeper insight. I think that what this is relationships that people might have with individuals, relationships that people might have with certain assets that are showing in their name or someone else's name that is connected potentially to them. Like they're going to do all of this investigation to try to see if maybe someone put some assets in their name, but you really have control of those assets. Dramatically reduce the traditional investigation legwork. Again, this is where they're trying to match up things that you might have, or job that you might have, or contractor job that you might have, and they're trying to figure out what types of ways they're going to be able to access and get paid for those debts. Another thing is closing cases faster. Obviously, we know what that is. Perform corporate due diligence. We know what that is. Combat fraud and enhance risk management, which is if there's any, I believe, I'm not 100% sure what this might mean, but that might mean that if someone has something that could potentially be fraud and a debt collector don't want to get involved with that, or it could just be fraud that an individual did on a certain corporate account or a certain credit account. They want to show that this is the individual and that there was no fraud with that account. We've seen that a lot where people were putting in false police reports and stuff like that. I believe someone in Houston just got in trouble for doing stuff like that. Uncover new leads and quickly identify dead ends. This is where if they had an individual's name and they just can't find them, it's like everything stopped at a certain point, kind of like what I just talked about with that associate that I was talking about earlier, where it's like, what are they doing? They're not even working. This person is fairly young. What are they doing for income? And so what they're going to do is they're going to feed through their system and they're going to try to pull up new information about that individual. And then here, builds more thorough profiles with complete social security numbers and date of births. So what they're doing here is they're going to try to match up, hey, this social security number with this date of birth, or this social security number, but the date of birth doesn't match. Maybe you want to look at this individual, maybe there was something changed or some type of error, but this is the individual that you are looking for. So, hey, I just want to make you aware of this. Experian and Equifax has something similar. This is what they're doing. They're putting together these types of softwares or applications for debt collectors to go out there and find individuals to be able to collect more money than they're already collecting on individuals. So if you have debt collectors that are coming after you, they're using these types of skip tracer applications to find you. You need to grab my 3-pack of letters, the statute of limitations letter, debt validation letter, and the cease and desist collection activities letter. They are free. Go to my website. You're going to get those emailed directly to you. I do ask for a donation on those. It helps monetize what I do here on YouTube for this channel. It will literally save you headaches, money, hundreds or even thousands of dollars, because it's going to put the debt collector on notice that it's not just about finding me, it's about proving every aspect about the debt that you're trying to collect on. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my 2-phase settlement process. That is the difference. That will take you from A to Z. It is not overnight. It will take work, but it will get done. And if you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website yourdnumber3scores.com, because you need to know what information debt collectors and just what is on your credit reports. It's very important. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, post your questions and comment. Thank you for your time.